So, as someone who uses the London Underground every day, pretty much, this game's always going to be of interest to me. This is Overcrowd, Commute Em Up, coming into early access on Steam for PC Windows on the 6th of June 2019. And thanks to SquarePlay Games for sending me a key to check this out. So this is obviously a tube simulator, a metro simulator, call it what you will. Hang on, we'll just call a train. This is the end of level 2 out of a 5-level campaign, all procedurally generated. And we're going to start afresh on level 3 once we've just had a bit of a look around. So in this scenario, I've basically built 2 platforms on different levels, lower level and upper level. And I've got one entrance, which I've chosen to be that one over there. And everyone's running around, all the staff are happily refilling fuel canisters and picking litter and killing rats and finding thieves and all the usual things. This guy over there at the moment is using a megaphone to actually keep commuters on their toes and de-stressing them somehow. We've got turnstiles, we've got trains that turn up and things that happen and lighting to be put up and staff rooms to build and tools to build, machines to fix. Where's my staff member with the repair tool? Oh, he's over there. Wilson. I have to manually get you over there to the ticket machine. So you need to find a map. There's a map over there. But unfortunately things are getting a bit overcrowded over here, which does dent your reputation. So we've got to be careful about that. So at the moment, I'm fairly early on in technology tree, so I have to call trains manually. But we can automate that later on, apparently. Right, so I think it's probably time to move on. So let's complete this scenario, because I've already achieved all the goals. 2 stars. Shush! I've not got that much experience. And we can move on in our campaign to Temple Street over here. Totally dead at Temple Street? Minor problem with litter. There's a strain of gastric flu hitting the region. Watch out for the puke. So with this, as I say, it's procedurally generated, so I can actually go back to old stations. But to actually get to the Zone 2 and Zone 1 stations, I will actually have to complete Temple Street. Okay, so here we are in the map. So at the moment what we've got is several entrances that we can use. We've got one on Cannon Street on the ground floor. There's Upper Street. Ooh, Angel over there. And we've got another entrance over here, Park Lane, on the ground floor. We've also got an entrance that we can do which is really low down because all the stations can be on like I think it's about 3 levels, ground floor, -1 and -2. This entrance is on -2. And the tube lines that we've got, which are all fixed, Piccadilly, Bakerloo, Metropolitan and Central, those are on like either level 1 or -1 and -2. So we may have to do a bit of digging down or some staircases and things like that. So I think we'll try and keep it reasonably simple. Let's see. We'll get people coming in from the ground floor here, either of these entrances or maybe both, and we'll make them go down 1 level to go to the Piccadilly and the Metropolitan line. We won't bother with the -2 for now. A couple of other points of order. Those things there are kind of like immovable rocks that you can't build through. This is like set concourse. This is like floor that you have to use or you can't delete anyway. And you can actually navigate by pressing various things up here. So this is like a thing where you get rid of all the earth so you can see. It's like an X-ray thing. And this is like level 1. Well, we'll see. We'll see as we go. Don't need to over-explain this. Right, so I'm going to build a kind of like a ticket hall type thing. I'm going to try and make it so like it goes between the 2 things. Let's bring the lads in here, all the people who turn up. Let's make it so there's a nice big sort of thing. And this will be where they buy tickets, and then they'll be able to choose their routes down to the various platforms. So this looks like it's already pretty much set in stone for us, so we may as well just do that. And we'll put in a platform. I've got the technology unlocked that allows me to place 2 platforms. Normally you start with 1, and then you have to earn a lot of bonds before you can have a second platform. Right, so that'll be maximum 3 carriages, that'll do. Let's just quickly make it so that they only get off on the left-hand side. Otherwise they'll walk into the wall, like idiots. Now this is actually going to be quite easy, because all we need now is a staircase down. We actually might need to do a bit more floor before we do that. The trouble is I don't really want some... Oh, we'll see how it goes. Hang on, do that. And... staircase... Ah, there we go. There, nice. And we'll make it so they can... Just take myself out of build mode. Make it so they can walk down on the left, walk up on the right. And we'll need to build like gate lines and stuff like that, otherwise they won't be paying to get in. So you have to do quite a few things just before you can open the station. In fact, talking of which, let's put in an actual entrance there. In fact, no, I'll leave this till later. I've only put in one entrance because otherwise we might get swamped and overcrowded too early. So what I think I'll do is I will actually sell just a little bit of the floor that I made. We need a gate line. So I'm in two minds. I could either make... Well, I'll have to... Because I've built a staircase like this, I will actually have to put them all through... People coming in and going out will all go down the same corridor, which is less than ideal. But who cares? I'm sure they'll cope. So I'll just get rid of that as well. And we'll bung in a couple of turnstiles. Gate lines. Again, we'll change the signage to make it so that they go down to the platform through one side and to the exit on the other. Nice little one-way. Oh, that's terrible. They're all going to get all tangled up in each other. Oh well, I'll move that around later. What I need to do now is a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that the staff will take care of. So I'm going to build a little behind-the-scenes district up in the air over here. This is let's make it so it's kind of like all the way over there. Also, let's give them a bit more room. I say I'm building a massive pinch point here, which is not good. But what I'm going to do is paint a little staff-only zone thing there, so none of the punters will actually go into this area. This area is going to be full of cool behind-the-scenes stuff, such as... Hang on, let's find the right thing. Tool room. That needs to be quite big. That's where the staff will pick up their tools to go and do things. We also need a generator, which is in the utility room. Oh, hang on, I didn't... God damn it, hang on. Tool room, there we go. Occasional bugs when you're making these things. The utility room can go kind of there-ish. We'll also need a staff room, so I may actually just bung that in there. Staff room. That's probably much bigger than I actually need. So yeah, nice little behind-the-scenes area. And we'll put in a couple of generators. I've got down to 3,000 cash, or 4,000. I've been spending quite a lot now already. Right, so we need 4 generators to kick us off. Make sure there's enough power. And we'll put in a couple of fuel barrels as well, so that can be refueled. And that's pretty much it for our start, other than a ticket machine, which, as it says in the top left, ticket machine can go like... I'll put it there. Right, now we can open the station. 1,000 quid. Right, let's have a look at our goals. Most of these are optional. You get more and more as you go along. But some of these are actually mandatory. Like we'll actually have to build 3 platforms to complete this scenario. Also, keep the reputation over 0, otherwise you die. Also, a level 1 first aid gets us 500 quid as a bonus, and that's also mandatory. Right. Okay, our first punter has arrived. We don't have any... Well, yeah, it takes a while for the power to run through. These generators will need to be refilled, so we will actually have to start worrying about staff soon. Facilities-wise, let's put in... Oh, not facilities. Yeah, facilities. Let's put in a bin, just there. Now this is a bit... This station over... Well, this platform over here is going to get a little bit cramped, I think. So let's make it a little bigger. And that. Right, it looks like there's a train's about to arrive, so just wait for that to go green. Call the train. So there's 5 people turning up in the train. Unfortunately, no one's actually down on the platform yet, so they might miss this one, but... Right, put in a bunch of benches. And a couple of bins as well. Now, I think, as I was experimenting with the previous station, I made it so that the going down to the platform goes down one corridor, and going up goes down a different one, so they don't all get pinch pointed like I've done here. We can change things as we go. I'm going to put in some benches here, actually, because it looks like there's a lot of people just wandering around. It's also put in a map. Already might be some potential for litter, so let's actually start getting some staff on the roster. I think Khan, is our litter picker. He's only got a slot for 1 tool. So come on, go and collect your... Oh, I haven't actually built the damn things yet. Litter picker, where are you? These are all the utilities. Litter picker, need a rat prod, First aid. These all cost. So in fact, let's them concentrate on the more important stuff. Yeah, that'll do for now. So, Khan! You can go and get that. Right, so I'm down to 615 quid, which isn't very much. So we'll have to not spend too madly. Is that a bold spot? God damn it. Right, anyway, so yeah, they're busy building tickets. Tickets cost 10 quid. You can change that if you want, if people are getting too pissy about stuff. Oh, you're gloomy. Miserable sod. Oh, hang on. You can't really... I don't think you can do anything just by clicking that, but that's just an alert. So you actually have to click this manually over here. I'm not sure if I need 3 carriages in this. I made a very long platform here, but never mind. They are just milling around up here. There really should be... Uh-oh, someone's got the flu. Right, I am pausing. It did say that this scenario will have a lot of puke flapping about the place. Can I build on top of other objects? Oh yes, just rotate it to that. And then we will need to hire... Well, or roster some people. Right, so... Oh god, strength. Grace is up to 5 strength. Right, anyway, let's put on... everyone. I've just earned some money, I think. So yeah, all the there we are. All my staff members, all the lads together. And so I think for the let's see, who should we do for all this? I think Cox over there can concentrate entirely on the fuel situation, because that's what I did on the previous station. So I want someone who deals with like first aid primarily, and then okay, so Adams, you go and sort that out. But it also could give... She's got 2 slots, or 3 slots, so she'll be able to do other stuff as well. Wilson, I haven't actually got anything for you to do. Oh, hang on, let's put you so your area of influence, or your sphere of knowledge, is quite close to everyone. There's Adams has already automatically now picked up the first aid kit and gone and found the flu victim. So that's all to the good. I might put some basic stuff in the staff room, just for now. I'm just going to put in water cooler and stuff. So they'll automatically... Like, Khan at the moment is thirsty, so I think Khan may actually automatically now be going to sort out the water situation. Yes, there we go. Now, the interesting thing so far, I mean, the game keeps... Because it's just early access, the game does keep on updating and everything. But at the moment when you hire staff, they won't automatically go and rest. You actually have to force them. Hang on, let's try and get in. You can do this in the management tab, but what I do with all my hires, my new hires, is set it immediately to auto rest. Otherwise, you can manually make it so at certain times of the day they go and rest. But I just keep them on auto rest. Otherwise, they will just get tired and grumpy and stuff. Oh, that bin's full already. Khan! Go and empty the bin. I might need 2 litter pickers because the station's going to get large. This station is going to get larger than my last one, so we will need to place like a litter picker over here and one over here. Right, so we've got 861 quids. So again, let's just start continuing on with our tools. The rat prod is already on the go. We'll need a megaphone to get people moving. Toolkit, that's very important. And a crime desk as well for scenes. All of this uses power. Speaking of which, let's have a look. Power levels. Minimum power needed, 4 kilowatts. Oh, bloody hell, we're just at capacity, so I will actually need to bring in another generator. These cost quite a bit. I'm down to 153 quid now. Oh, we need to call the thing. There's not that many people turning up at the moment. I think it's because this scenario is actually quite low. For whatever reason, I'm not sure if it's random or not, but this one, there doesn't seem to be that many people involved. Right, we do actually need to hang on, let's just move these buggers out of the way of the... Hang on. Out of the tools. So, Fuel Girl, you may as well go in the world. Oh, someone has gastric flu. Adams is on the case. Go, go, go. There we go. What I'll probably do is make Adams again also the rat catcher. So flu first, rat catching second. You can change the priorities in the by right clicking them and choosing management. Well, whatever. We'll have a look. Hang on. So click, right click on her, management. Yes, I can change the priorities. So I can make rat prodding more important than flu. But in this case, I really want it to be flu first. Right, so Khan is emptying the bin. However, I've forgotten to actually put in a wheelie bin. which needs to go into over here. Right, so this, basically the little bins get emptied into the big bins, and the big bins get emptied once a day. So I first played this game over a year ago as a much earlier alpha at Rezzed 2018, and it definitely feels like it's come a long way since then. It feels like the interface, for instance, itself just feels so much better. It just then, as it turns out, maybe it hasn't had to change at all, but it feels a lot better now. It's a lot less confusing than it was. I think it does feel now like it is actually ready for early access and Steam. Why is Wilson just standing? Oh, Wilson's got nought to do. Right, okay. So Wilson, I think I'll make it so that you primarily are the tool fixer. That can be your first thing. So Adams is dealing with that and that. I'll make it so when you're not fixing things, you're keeping people on their toes. And Adams can also make sure that crime doesn't happen, that crime doesn't pay. Right, so all the utilities are now sorted. I feel like I am... Oh god, I'm down to 11 quid. It's going to be hard to make money. Maybe I should actually make tickets more expensive. Yeah, there we go. Somehow, after buying tickets... Oh, yeah, there we go, up to 12 quid. There are a lot of expenses in this game. I'm not actually calling any trains now. So it looks like what I need to do in this scenario, because there's not that many people turning up, I think I will actually have to make more entrances to actually really encourage people to turn up. There's a lost guy. All he needs to do is find the map. Unfortunately, he can't find the map because he's an idiot. God damn it. I probably could have done more with Cox. However, I have actually hired someone with only one slot. So further on down the line in the future, I might fire her or just take her off the roster and hire in someone who's a bit more useful. Because at the moment, Cox is a bit low wattage, just standing around all over the shop. I mean, obviously, filling the generators is a very important job, but it doesn't need to be done very often. But we are coming to the end of day one. They will just automatically bugger off after 11 PM. So come on, buy your tickets and then just bugger off. That's the way to do it. Nearly there. And off they go. An owl hoots in the background. The train leaves. We've made 188 quid. And you can spend the night doing things if you want. Or you can, once the commuters have all left, you can skip on to the morning. It's a reasonably good time to do certain things like shifting stuff around without sacrificing reputation. Because if you see on the pop-up, you can move things, but it costs reputation to do so, unless you do it at night when there's nobody around. One thing about this game is it is reasonably tough once you get going. Things are expensive in this, even like a little bit of floor does cost a lot. Right, okay, so our station reputation is 51%, which is actually quite good. We're getting a lot of green. The red-wise, we are actually charging quite a bit, so people are getting a bit pissy. A little bit overcrowded, although that's quite a surprise because there's hardly anyone here. But look, this is the thing I've been neglecting. We have not been putting any lights. And by we, I mean me. I'm not blaming you for this. So yes, our first order of business tomorrow, let's skip on, will be... Oh, shite, a thief. A thief has entered the station. Probably you, because you're the only person here. But what we have to do is catch them in the act. So, where's Crime Girl? I think it's Adam. Is it? Yeah, that's a crime thing. So I'm going to station you there for now. You see those little icons above their head? That's they need food and they need water or whatever. So that's why they're currently all in the staff room. Is it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Crime has been done, and they've been arrested, and they've been escorted. Well, actually, they've just been allowed to leave, apparently. We'll assume they're honest enough to go to the police station. Oh, it's rush hour, so there should be a few more people. Let's get the train in. So yeah, I want to. There's a few things I need to do today. One of them is actually get this entrance into commission, but it'll cost us quite a bit of cash, so maybe we won't do that. Let's have a look at what we can actually do financially to actually earn some optional cash. We need to build those lights as well. Could do that. There's that one that said about first aid, but not quite sure where that's... Oh, actually, you already have built the first aid. That's what got us the cash early on, isn't it? Right, so build level 1 PA. Right, that might be a thing we can do. That might pay for itself. So somewhere... this will be probably in facilities, maybe? We need to unlock an indicator board, but apparently I haven't actually earned enough across all my games yet to actually do that. Right, what are we looking at? Still haven't got rat poison, bloody hell. There it is, level 1 PA. Bonds available. Oh, I've got 20 bonds. Bloody hell, I can unlock loads of stuff. Right, so this is going to cost 400 quid to actually make. So all I need to do is get to 400 quid, plant it, and then we'll get 1,000 quid or whatever it was. Unless we have to put this in the control room, in which case I won't be able to. Well, I'll have to build one of them. Right, so the level 1 PA. Once we can actually afford this, which should be imminently, I'll bung it kind of like here-ish. There we go. And that just earned us a lot of cash. Nice. Right, just check everything's okay. There's no litter. Cox is relaxing. So staff-wise, let's see if there's any applicants. Oh god, there's loads of them. Right, let's see if we can actually improve who we've got. I think George looks good because your stats are good. Cost 2 bonds. Skills. Repair's not great. But we're not really hiring them for that. It would be good to make you security. Right, so I'm thinking about... I think Cox. I might give you the boot. On shift. Cox. Off shift. Right, so now George is going to take over... Oh, sorry, George Alexander is going to take over your duties. So you're going to be... First and foremost, going to be Jerry Can guy. I might take the security duties off Adam. I'm not sure if there's anything else I really need to do. I've got 7 things. I might see if I can actually unlock stuff. A drip. Equip staff with the drip so they help communities who have a heat stroke. I don't think I have to worry about that. I need to spend all this money on lighting first, don't I? Or might make a watering can. Ooh. Yes, let's unlock this. We'll also need to unlock plants. Otherwise, there's not much point. Right, so utilities. No, so tools. I mean, not the jerry can, the watering can. There we go. And where's our new person? Oh, actually, everything needs doing, doesn't it? Okay, so you do that. I'll plant in a couple of plants, so to speak, which will be under for infrastructure. Oh no! Facilities. Plant. It's a plant. That bin's been emptied. That's good. Right, so Alexander's filled all. Oh, actually, I mean, I could manually force them to. I haven't actually been calling trains, have I? Which is a stupid mistake. Right, let's finally put in the lighting. So we'll try and make this as efficient as possible. Put in the light there, and we'll put in a light. We'll have to put in 2 lights down here, I think. One there and one there. I don't know if we need lighting for staff, but I'm going to do it anyway. Put it there. Now that all costs electricity. I suspect we might need to actually... We've still got a little bit of headroom, so we should be okay. Right, so now I'm keen to actually make this entrance happen. So let's... I think I might have to end up moving those benches. Oh, I know. Let's not worry about that. There we go. So another entrance, infrastructure. Don't have enough cash yet. Oh, that costs 400 quid. Well, we'll worry about that. Oh, hang on. I might just sell that bench. It's not being used much, is it? In fact, none of these benches really. New train. Make sure that all happens. I should really build a control room, because we can sort of automate it just now. I haven't fully unlocked everything yet. Just have a look though. We can buy a normal bin. Oh, a level 2 bin. Yes, have a look. Now, signal automator, I think I can only do it later on in the campaign. Oh, someone's got flu, hang on. Right, you're lost. Right, so who's flu girl? Oh, yeah, Adam's over there. I wonder if we should get another staff in. No. For now. Let's not. Let's just get that sorted. Sorry to take you off your break. I might actually build another chair, because it looks like there's more than one person in here at any one time, so do that. Also, food. They will need food, so spending all the cash. Seem to spend most of this game on low cash. You can build commercial things, but I've not unlocked any of those yet. So that's actually speeding things up. Oh, hello. Khan has pretty low health. Khan? Khan! That sounds like something I need to unlock. Oh shite, I can't! I need to shift more commuters, I need to earn more bonds. That's a bit unfortunate. That needs to be done soon. Adams is off for a burger, by the looks of it. We can't afford the entrance again. That is the less important thing. Get that sorted. All this is good. Yeah, oh, that's nicely filled. Everyone's just relaxing at the moment. But everyone needs food. I suppose it's because I forgot to put in the burger thing, so there, really. But yeah, everyone looks like they're going okay. Still got many platforms to build. Or 2. What I'm probably going to do is have another staircase down here that goes back on itself. And then we can go down to this platform. But again, that's going to be a costly old thing. This is going to be quite tricky to actually visualise it. This is just the ground floor. It looks like it's up in the air. I think it's just the way it's done. It's a weird perspective, isn't it? So yeah, this is... When we dig down, this is all we can see now is the lower level. So if we have another one, which basically looks like this, but planted over here, I think that will all be good. Okay, it is now kind of morning time, and we do need to let the staff do a bit of extra stuff. Like, really want you to actually empty that bin a bit earlier. Might as well get that sorted. And Wilson, actually, Wilson can level up. So I can actually give them... Let's give them a bit of extra stamina. Can we do... Yes, there we go. That confirms it. Got the XP up. And what I want you to do now is... Well, I've tried to get you to fix this, but it's... You abandoned that once. So come on, let's get that sorted. Is that fixed? Is it finally fixed? Good. Right, so I think... You go and have a... You do you. Oh yes, we're just filling up the generators now. Not very well, admittedly. In fact, let's just do this manually. So it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so I just want to get this all sorted. The fuel bin. I think I need to buy another fuel generator. I mean, oh shit! The train's broken as well. Oh bloody hell! You know what? What I might do is add in a couple of extra stations because we've got a little bit of extra capacity with Alexander, and I think fixing might be a good extra bonus thing to have. Because water, we haven't actually got the plants. I mean, yeah, you can water the plants from time to time, but that's not that important. Right, let's sort you out. What I'll do is also change the priorities. So generator first and fix second. So Alexander is now busy fixing the train. There's a lot of fixing to be done though as well, because that bar is going to take a while to get up. Oh, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Commuters turn up at 7. But this train needs to be fixed. Normally, I mean, obviously, normally I'd just be able to skip the night, but in this case, there seems to be a lot to do. There we go. Right, I think everyone's sorted, so let's skip to the next morning. Rodent problem. Oh, there's a rat just emerged. Oh, Adams! Stay off break. I think she was going for a break. There, zapped the rat. Train arriving. Water. Okay, someone needs to water that bloody plant. It is starting to get to the stage where I probably will need to hire more staff. Because, yeah, I mean, that plant is not getting watered. I think I might have given Alexander too much stuff to do. Oh, finally, water. Water. There's only 2 plants in the place, and I think I'm making too much work for myself. So, let's just build in that little entrance that I was going to make. We're almost there, cash-wise. There we go. You can have it like a one-way thing, so like one's an entrance and one's an exit. However, who cares? Right, just have a look at our to-do list. There's plenty of other stuff like build maximum... Build a phone box! That's a new one. Not quite sure I can do that just yet. And other stuff as well for raising more cash. But the next job will definitely be to build another platform. Someone's crying. Someone's unhappy. This is one of my staff members. Alexander is currently having a right old moan. You can actually hear the sadness in her eyes, or whatever. Right, so that's hopefully will cheer you up. Oh god, everyone's turning up now. I may have actually bitten off more than I can chew, but Might need to build another ticket machine, but whatever. What we need to do is make more cash and build that second platform. But we will stop here because that's I think, provided a nice little 30-minute introduction to the game. We could continue on future videos if people are interested. And this is most intriguing and a lot more complex and interesting than I thought. Also, I need to... Oh god, bins are not being emptied, litter's been dropped. So suddenly, it's getting a lot more tricky to actually manage. So yes, there's a lot to be done. So thanks for watching. Do subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And check out my Patreon if you want to help support the channel, keep us going, keep us on top of all the best indie games around. Check out the Discord if you want to chat about indie games with people who like cats. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you next time.